Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Clarita Simmons and Chris Simmons. The two of you have been together for 19 years, married for 11, and have 6 children together. You have also been to the divorce court before. So we're gonna take a look at what happened last time and figure out what happened between last time and this time that has brought you here again.
My sister was murdered, and Chris actually intervened and saved my life at that time. My sister was like my angel.
She beautiful.
I could go to her for anything when I couldn't go to Chris for it. She was my ride or die chick. We would ride out and catch him cheating. I'm jumping out the car, breaking windows,
catch me
flattening
cheating.
tires.
She might have caught me somewhere where she thought I was cheating.
No,
so she did not per
he
se
would be
see
cheating.
me.
See you actually touching
a woman or even talking to a woman.
He would be cheating.
See, I risked my life for her and the kids, Your Honor.
Risked
Oh,
his
absolutely.
life.
And
I can't show no more love than what I did. It's just like she still not even giving me recognition for that.
I remember you, because you
Can't
showed up
forget.
like Superman. Someone was in the house and you came and stood in between the guy with the, oh yes, I remember you. Indeed I do. Indeed I do.
Thank you.
So,
Your Honor.
Mrs. Simmons, what has happened since then?
Chris has continued to cheat. Since the show, he confessed with having an affair with one of my family members. Chris was deeply in love with this family member, I believe.
Mr. Simmons, were you having an illicit liaison with one of her family members?
No, not at that time, Your Honor. Not at all.
Not at, no, wait a minute.
Not at all.
You done already blown it. When you say not at that time, that meant at some time you did have an illicit relationship with a family member.
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
You did?
I did, Your Honor. And
Yeah.
not
how long did that last?
It lasted maybe a couple years, Your Honor. I confess. I confessed about it, Your Honor. I confessed.
A couple years, nigga, that's a relationship. You in a relationship, that's more anything past a year and a half to me, bro. To me, but a couple years, how you hold the whole relationship and you was with your girl with her family member? How you do that? I mean, I ain't got nothing to do with it if that's what you do, but that shit is, I don't know if that's like a fetish or like a little, I don't know, scoreboard. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But this about the third video. This about the third video that we didn't watch, and they talking about sleeping with family members. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I mean, it ain't, hey, it is what it is.
That's the money.
Maybe about 4 or 5 years.
Well, you did a lot of cheating while I was going the last few years as well, so we're not going to, let's talk about that. So,
I don't even know what to say. What did I tell you after the first time I saw you?
I should have left Chris.
Right.
I should have
Why
left
did
him.
you stay?
I stayed for my kids, Your Honor. It's been really tough on my kids, and because I come from a broken home, I've always given more of myself to everybody else than to me. So in this process of me trying to make things work for the kids, I was the one who was losing more and more pieces of myself.
I know for a fact you can't do that. If you're not 100%, you can't be 100% for them. And even if you do have both parents in the household, if it's a shitty parent and a shitty parent, that's going to be double shit. That's double shit sandwich, bro. That don't mean, I'm telling you, it sound good. It sound good, but to me personally, I'm not buying that, bro.
Right. You say she's the one cheating, though. So why
Yes,
don't you
she's-
tell me why you believe that?
I believe she's cheating now since she has her job now. She goes out on business outings. I'm not allowed to go. This one
Why
time.
would she take you to her job?
Not at work. They're going out like to go shoot pool. They're going out to eat. She doesn't allow me to come. So
You think she's cheating?
no, one instance she was at work and she made a post on Facebook saying that she was hot on her bus. She's a bus driver. So one of her co-workers commented, "Oh, are you hot and ready? Are you hot and ready?" Well,
Your Honor, he was talking about a hot coach.
no. My daughter comes to me and say, "Dad, we all know what hot and ready mean."
You didn't show it to your daughter, did you?
No, it was on social media. It was on Facebook. I didn't have to show her.
Please, people, please be careful about what you post. Your children are watching. she can't control what other people post on her social media. You do understand that,
Yeah,
right?
I understand that.
She can delete them, but she can't stop it in the beginning.
She deleted me. They still friends on Facebook.
Did you delete him?
I deleted him because every post that I put on Facebook, Your Honor, he has a problem with it. I've dealt with insecurity for so many years because of him cheating and then stemming from my childhood. So I take pictures now to capture my moments when I'm feeling great about myself. He don't like me taking pictures. He don't like me smiling.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Hang on, let her finish.
He don't really want me working, but that's what pays majority of the bills. I just want to reclaim my life. I know my sister's looking down on me, and she wants me to be happy. I can't be happy with Chris. He show up to my job, causing problems.
What did he do when he showed up to your job? What happened?
Anymore. He accused me of, I work with like hundreds of men. He accused me of the men there. He yells. It's embarrassing.
So he just came up and started hooping and hollering?
Mm-hmm. He
That's not true,
approached
Your
one
Honor.
coworker and asked her if I'd been seeing two other guys at my job.
What do you say happened?
Okay, well, yes, I did approach her. That this coworker knows her family members. So her family member tell me, well, it's two guys that she know that she's messing with at work. She started messing with the new guy because she was mad at the old guy. I say, oh.
Man, all of this he say, she say, yada yada, bro. I don't support it. I don't support it. I just feel like, bro, and the day-to-day, and my day-to-day as a man, I'm not going to sit around and listen to gossip, bro. Sit around listening to you tell, and you sleeping with her. You sleeping with her. You sleeping with the other cousin or whoever that is for 5 years. So you going to listen to her?
So,
Ms. Simmons, is that accurate?
That's not true.
So it's just coincidental that the day that the family member called and told me this, I saw her while I was dropping Clarita off at work. Coincidental.
My family's his best friend.
No, we're not best friends.
But did you go up on the job and start some stuff? Did that happen?
I just questioned the person that was that. I didn't start any problems. No trouble at all.
But you went up to the job, though.
Yes, I went up to the job. I had to drop her off. So in the process of me dropping her off, I saw that person.
I got you.
He turned around, did a 360 and came back.
Yes, I sure did. I sure did, Your Honor. I sure did.
Now, Mrs. Simmons, you also say that your trust and jealousy has also been implicated because of some things you found, one of which being the fact that he paid for another woman's abortion. So I want you to tell me how you found out about that and what you believe that means. So, Mrs. Simmons, tell me how you found out about Mr. Simmons paying for another woman's abortion, and what do you think that meant?
He left his phone home, and I picked the phone up and began to text another family member, and I acted as if I was him. I said, why don't you call old girl for me? Shoot me the number, because you know I don't have it in his phone. So they sent me the number, and I talked to the girl, and she told me that she didn't know he was married, that she'd been pregnant.
Whoa. Anything past that point should not be admissible in court. You obtained that information illegally. Granted, though, you are right for everything that you're going to say past that, but can't we play fair? It ain't no fair. What? It ain't fair. It ain't fair out here, bro. It ain't no fair shot. You went through all of that. Now, my thing with it is, okay, I understand. In the beginning, she said her sister passed. Her sister passed away. That was her rock. She loved her. I get that. And I understand that. And like she just said, she would want her to be happy. I don't think that a happy life is going around playing detective 24/7. I know it's not. Well, I don't know because I've never done it, but it can't be, bro. It just can't be. It can't be. And if you have that much of an issue, or if you have an issue with yourself where as though you feel as though you can't trust them, but you need them, or you got to stay with them, or you got to do that, you need to work on yourself.
Paid for an abortion after she found out that he was married. She didn't want to keep the kid.
That is not true, y'all.
Okay. Mr. Simmons, what do you say happened?
Well, the young lady did know I was married, and at that time, yes, I did. I truly admit that I did cheat with the young lady because my wife was not being a wife at the time. So.
How do you?
Do you understand why she wasn't being a wife at the time?
No,
Do you get that?
No, because that happened before the family member.
So you're saying you were put in a position where there was no love in the house, so you had to go elsewhere.
Yes, that's it.
Why don't you explain to me what the household was like that prompted you to become a serial philanderer?
And that's no accountability. I don't rock with that. I don't rock with that. So you mean to tell me you did everything right? Everything that you did was 1,000% right, bro. Cut it off. I said cut it off. Knock it off. Cut it out. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, bro. It ain't no accountability, man. And for me, I know for a fact you can't grow. It ain't no way that you can grow in life if you don't take accountability, because then you'll never learn. And if you don't learn, then you can't apply what you learn. So you're going to keep making the same mistake. The same mistake, bro.
Okay, Your Honor. Like, when we was on the show last time, that she's not affectionate. She shows me no affection. She always complaining, saying that I'm more feminine than her. She verbally abused me, calling me
Because
bees
you
and
lay
things.
around like a mermaid.
Stop. Go ahead.
No, I help contribute to the bills. Okay, Your Honor. Like, when we was on the show last time, that she's not affectionate. She shows me no affection. She always complaining, saying that I'm more feminine than her. She verbally abused me, calling me
Because
bees
you
and
lay
things.
around like a mermaid.
Stop.
Mermaid.
No, I help contribute to the bills. I still pay 40% of the bill, so I don't understand where she's saying that I'm a snob and I'm not trying to help her. We have one incident that she come home from an outing, whereas she usually changes her clothes in the bedroom, but this specific day she changes in the laundry room, Your Honor. So I'm trying to figure out, well, why are you changing in the laundry room? You usually change in the bedroom. What, maybe you have some cologne or something that you didn't want to smell. So when I question her about it, she tells me that she's grown. She don't have to explain anything to me.
Man, stop thinking. You thinking too much. She could have been going in the laundry room to pull out the lingerie that was in the washing machine. Sit back, shut up. Sit back, shut up. He think too much, and that be our problem. That be our problem. Oh well, if she went into the laundry room, that must mean that she has cologne, and the cologne means that she was cheating. And if she's been cheating, like, man, it could have been something totally different. Something totally different. My thing with it is, this is how I spend it to my female partners. So if you thinking like that, why can't you think the opposite way? If you think that every time I leave out the house, I'm going to go see Big Booty Keisha from down 39th Street, why can't you think every time I'm leaving out the house, I'm going to go make $39 million? You got the ability to think that way. You got the ability to think that way. It's your choice. You decide. Man, me shit. You go right here in the laundry room. I air you out when you get back. I'll let the air dry when you get back, man. Stop thinking so much, man. Relax, bro. Relax.
Do you recall that incident, Ms. Simmons?
I do recall that incident. He knows how finicky I am about outside clothes. So I want to get those clothes in the washer right away.
But you usually change in the bedroom. That was just out of the blue.
He's
you don't
just
do
looking
that.
and picking.
No.
He looking for any excuse, because me and him, we literally have no love life. I am like allergic to this man. Like,
Yeah,
I break out in hives.
Explain the allergy, please.
If he touched me, my skin, it literally crawls.
She
I turn into a ninja automatically. I get to flipping and flopping, and I mean, I get out of that bed quickly.
Mr. Simmons, what did you want to say?
I say after 20 years, how can you say if I touch you or try? First you tell me I'm not trying to be affectionate or passionate. So when I do, you tell me that's creepy. After 20 years, Your Honor, how can that be creepy? 20 years and 6 kids? There's no way possible I can see that being creepy. Unless
I can tell you how it's creepy. It's
You with
creepy
everybody
because
else.
you have been elsewhere.
No.
No. It's creepy because you've been elsewhere more than once, on a number of occasions, on an ongoing basis. So she doesn't know where you've been, what you've been doing. If you believe you gotten this girl pregnant, that means you're not using protection. So you can bring anything home. That's why it's creepy. I'm just telling you, that's why it's creepy. So tell me about the consternation you have with her family and social media.
Oh, the social media, they would say one thing and then it goes from just being in the family to worldwide. I can't stand the worldwide social media business. That's one thing I do not
What do
engage.
they post on Facebook? Do they post comments? What are they doing?
Yeah, they post a lot of comments. It's really mainly Clarita posting the comments. Like, it was one incident to where they claim I was cheating with this woman. I just know of her. We never cheated. So Clarita reached out to the woman, and they had a verbal argument on social media. She gets mad at me because I said I'm too old to be condoning that. I'm not about to engage in no argument on social media about my life. I'm not going.
Man, stay off of social media. Cut all of it off after you watch Undefeated. But I used to watch. He just don't look. He looks like a snake, bro. He look like a snake. He just don't look like a trustworthy person to me. And it's crazy to say that. It is absolutely insane to say that, considering what we heard at the beginning of the video. At the beginning of the video, we heard that he saved his wife's life. He saved her life. He stepped in front of a gunman, well, it ain't allegedly. He did that. Got his wife, married his wife, whatever. But it just, does that give you how many hard passes you get for that, bro? You saved her life, so you gonna cheat on her forever? He at least gotta have a good 10. Like, all right, meet me at 10. If I save your life, I get 10 years of cheating and I'm straight. After the 10 years, nah, I'm capped. Nah, I don't suggest that. I don't suggest it for nobody. These is jokes.
Want to do that.
Right.
It's not the world's business to know what's going on in my household, so I'm not going to do that.
Are you discussing what's happening in your house on Facebook?
No. I used to be really bad
That
at
was a
it.
yes.
No. All I wanted Chris to do was at least address the issue. If you said that you're not with this woman and this woman is on Facebook saying that it is so, you won't even go on there and tell her that it's not true. Like, you making me look crazy out here. Like, I'm going to bat and defending you. What am I defending? Something that died a long time ago. This marriage has been...
You say that.
Man, she's stepping on him. She ain't taking, bro, she been stepping on him. She says he make her skin itch. Goddamn, she allergic to him. I wouldn't want to be with a woman who talk about me like that. Or is that what 20 years of marriage would do to you? You know, you do hear that, though. I ain't going to lie. After 20 years, you talk to him how you want to talk to him because you're already established, whatever. I don't know. I wouldn't want that. I ain't going to lie to you, though. Like, in a joking manner, if we laying around and we joking, and I'm like, all right, take your big ass to the store or something like that. All right, fine, cool. Or if she like, all right, take your lemon head, like, all right, fine, bet. But as far as like her actually feeling that way, like you really don't like me that much, bro, like I wouldn't even want to put you through that. It's been situations. I'll give y'all another undefeated story. It was a situation, you know, not nice young lady. Well, I'm going to stop saying young lady. I'm going to stop saying that because he said it. And it ain't, yeah, it's not that, bro. But yeah, nice lady. It was a nice lady. And for whatever reason, our circumstances just didn't align. It didn't align, and she didn't understand that. So I had to be the one to come forth and say, well, hey, it looked like we on two different routes right now. Although I do like you. Like, I think you're a good person. I enjoy spending time with you. I enjoy your company. I really enjoy your company. But at the end of the day, bro, you gotta be real and do what's best for everybody in the situation, not just me. If I do what I wanted and just did what was best for me, then it probably would have set her back, or vice versa. So sometimes that's how the game works. And then that to say that I ain't gonna meet her, I don't know, on a what, at the car wash one day or something like that. It might happen. But yeah.
You cheated in response to her being distant and unloving. What do you think prompted that from her?
I don't know, Your Honor. I do not know. I do not know.
Have you ever inquired? Have you ever talked about it? Have you ever said, discussed the atmosphere in
Communication
the
level
home?
is zero. She do not want to have, she don't listen to me at all. It's nothing.
But do you listen to her?
Yes, all the time. Yes, I do.
And she didn't tell you? Because women will tell you.
No, she didn't say.
Did you tell him?
I tell him when we do talk. I tell him
what
all
caused
the time.
this. Tell him.
He talked to my entire family. He talked to them more than I do, and it caused a big rip between us because they secret keepers. They keep his secrets and he keep theirs.
Your family keeps his secret?
My family keeps his
No.
secret. But let me do one thing. They'll be blowing him up. Oh, Chris, she did this, she did this. When you two were split up, she went on a date. Yes, she did. Because she wants to walk into her own destiny. She wants to be happy. I'm tired of going through this with Chris. Like, I'm wasting a lot of good years. I'm almost half 100, Your Honor.
I don't know where the sad is coming from. I don't know where the empty is. I don't know what it is you're not. I mean, I know some of the things that are the problem.
I know that she about to throw all of this down the drain, bro. And she gonna be living her life like it's gold. And you can tell by how she talking, bro. She mean every word that she's saying. She looking at the rear view mirror saying, damn, I done wasted 20 years. I tried to stick around. Children probably old enough, but they about to leave the house. She about to go get her groove back, bro.
That are obvious and glaring and shining and, you know, going off like firecrackers. But there's a deep sadness in you and a lack of fulfillment. And I'm going to try to address that and address him and address what I see as the most viable future for the both of you. As I said, I believe there's a deep sadness in you and you are tremendously and deeply unfulfilled. I think he is a lot of the problem. I'm not quite sure how it happened, but I do know that a lot of times in relationships, women become smaller and smaller and smaller, trying to feed the relationship in the other person. And if that other person is worried about himself, he's having sex with other people, having sex with your own family member, that shows a deep disregard for your person. And usually that's not isolated. Usually that deep disregard speaks in all manner of forms and in not hearing you when you need things and not understanding you and not feeling you. So I believe that occurred. I'm not sure if it did or not. I don't think you were able to articulate it, but I believe you're in that hole of a whittled away woman who has a guy to whom she does not matter.
And that's going to be a deep hole to climb out of. And she can do it. She can do it, but she gonna have to want to do it for herself. She can't do it for the kids. She can't do it for I was gonna say something, but I can't say that. You gotta do it for you. You gotta do it for you. And the end result, hopefully, you know, everything will be somewhat manageable. But at this point in time, bro, like she said, you just get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until you feel like nothing, bro. Until you feel like nothing, and nobody deserved to walk around like that. I couldn't imagine. Y'all ever seen Spider-Man? I've been telling y'all I've been on the Spider-Man binge, bro. I might bring Spider-Man to the outro. Spider-Man and the Mermaid in the outro. But yeah, damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, she gonna have you gonna have to do that. You gonna have to do that, and it's gonna be intense, and you might learn some things about yourself that you probably didn't want to learn, or that you didn't want to know, or that you didn't think that you already knew. It's just a part of growth, bro. It's a part of growth. But my thing with it is don't let all of that 20 years. You already 20 ball. That's, man. But it can be done. It can be done. One step at a time. Just take one step at a time. And like I said, bro, she'll be on her Golden Girl. Stella got her groove back, getting jiggy with it, doing her thing. She'll be all right. And
that is the sole rubric by which you measure yourself, and now you feel like you're zero. Mr. Simmons, you did that too. I know you say, well, she's distant from me. She's distant for a reason. And I think a lot of people in a relationship, as long as their needs are satisfied, they don't pursue the needs of the other person. They don't look. If they're told, they're not really listening. And I think you were told, but you weren't really listening. It might be that you didn't say it,
I've said it, Your Honor.
But I don't know. But a deeply unhappy woman, I mean, you can read that from Missouri. You can, and I don't think you cared, and I don't think you did anything about it. So she turned away, and then you turned to other women, and then it was over. If you two co-parent correctly, if you two find it, put a period on this romance thing and who was wrong and who did what to whom, and decide that you two are going to join hands and parent these 6 children as a team, that's the most important thing in your life, and that he's going to go on and do what he does and she's going to go on and do what she does. You can't get mad about it. You can't do anything about it, because her romantic life is no longer relevant to you and his is not relevant to you. But to co-parent those children meaningfully, they can survive a divorce well if you behave yourselves well. So, Mr. Simmons, you wanted $3,000 in transitional support. Tell me how much you make, how much she makes, and why you believe you are entitled to $3,000.
Okay, well, I make about $1,200 a month, so she makes double the amount I make or more.
You make about $2,400 a month?
Yes.
Where are the kids living, or will be living?
They'll live with me, Your Honor.
Are you gonna take the kids?
Yeah, well, I can take the kids too, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you guys aren't separated yet.
No.
Now, this matter it's not ready yet. You know, it's too soon to ask for support when you're both in the same household. I got to know where the kids are. I got to know where everybody's gone in order to say, I need to transfer money.
I ain't gonna lie, as a man, bro, I'm not gonna sit up here and tell my girl that she gotta pay for me after we done been together for 20 years, bro. We done split bills. We done split goddamn everything. You done split everything for I just feel like that's that sour. You sour, bro. You sour. Come on, dog. That's soft. Soft. That's soft, bro. That's soft, bro.
From this person to that person, because the one thing I know I'm not gonna do is take food out of those babies' bellies. So once you determine who's gonna take who and who's doing what to whom, then you can revisit this issue. But it is not now ripe, and I cannot address it. So there will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
After 20 years and 6 kids, I'm ready to move on from this marriage. I wish Chris nothing but the best. If I could help him find a woman, I would.
Damn.
I just want to take off running.
Yo,
As far as
she
co-parenting,
fire.
I hope that we can co-parent, still be parents to the kids without disruption.
Shoes. Coloretta says she called Chris with her family member again. She has begun the divorce process since finally. Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Undefeated Balcony. Sit down, have yourself a seat, grab whatever you need to get comfortable, to get right. Mi casa es su casa. Let's get into this outro, man, because that was sick. That was sick, bro. We can begin with the obvious, which everybody probably forgot. That man saved that woman's life, bro. He saved her life. But how you go from saving her life to smashing her cousin, the neighbor, the mail lady, the lady at the grocery store, the damn crossing guard lady, bro, he smashed everybody. He smashed, that's crazy. That's crazy. But to me, I'm sitting up here looking at her like, okay, clearly we can tell that she forgave him. She forgave him for what he did, but did she forgive her family member? Because I'm thinking this is just me. In that situation, that's a lot to bear. That's a lot to bear. You got to forgive him, still continue to have a relationship with bro. Then you got to be able to forgive your family member, still have a relationship with them. Like, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot, bro. And like I say, I get it. You know, he saved her life, and that's great. Like, that's great, but I don't think that give you like an unlimited hall pass, bro. I don't. And then it's not contradicting, but It's just you go through all of that, and this is what I'll be understanding about us, fellas. This is what I'll be understanding now. Y'all got to, bear with me on this one, because I was never really the type to pursue and 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 pursue a person until they felt like, all right, it's time, I'm ready to talk, whatever the case may be. But I'm looking at it like, you go through all of that to save her life, and now you got the you got the little medieval times hat on and all of that, bro. You the man. You go from doing all of that to now here. Well, not here. You can never be here. You can never be here, bro. You can't come up here. This only for the real ones. This where them niggas who don't be cheating hanging out at. This where we be kicking it at. This where we be kicking it at. But yeah, bro, in the courtroom, you went through all of that. You went through all of that to really end up in the courtroom, bro. That's something about us that I don't understand. I don't get that part. But what else I was about to say? You can tell that she was trying. Excuse me. You can tell that she was trying, but like I said, with the family member, all of that, she just gonna have a long uphill battle. She got a long uphill battle, and it's a little bit unfortunate because she seemed cool. She don't seem like she really no headache or nothing like that. But yeah, the damage, bro. It's like the damage that she done took already. Like I said, it's not impossible, but it's going to be an uphill battle. And I look at that situation like I'm quite sure the best of times was probably the times that they wasn't together, bro. And that's sick. That's sick. I couldn't imagine living like that. Imagine, in all honesty, say you and your lady, y'all at the spot chilling. You got the, scenery set up, all of that. Y'all right here doing y'all thing. And then, 2 months later, 3 months later, she come out here because she forgot her book. You right here watching the rain fall down. She don't say nothing to you. She grab her book, go back in the house. Or she out here chilling, it's raining, she crying. You come out here because you left your lighter right here, something like that, bro. It's just not a way to live. It's not a healthy way to live, bro. And like I always tell y'all, in every situation in life, people take account of things. You always got to stop, take a second, and take things into account. She probably sat outside on her balcony and came to the conclusion like, yo, that's not going to rock. That's not going to rock. And I'm going to leave y'all with this one because this is the part that get away. And they spoke on it at the end, but this is the part that get away. They have 6 children. They have 6 children together. That's a large family, bro. That's a lot of different personalities. That's a lot of different sizes. Goddamn, one of them is a 5T. Other one is a 2T. Then you got 4Y. And then you got somebody that's finally in the adult size shoes. But then, yeah, bro, one of them might be allergic to goddamn paprika. And then the other one don't eat paprika. And then the other one only like pasta. And then the other one only eat pizza. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot, bro. So in those situations, I always suggest that it's going to take more than them. It's going to take more than them to raise them children. It's going to take the family, the village, and all of that, bro. And that's how it should be. At least that's how it used to be back in the days. It took everybody to raise them, but to just go ahead and say, all right, y'all two go y'all separate way, because 1, you can't stop cheating, and 2, you too damaged to even fucking go to the bathroom by yourself right now. I don't like it. But in this case, in this situation, what do you do? You can tell that she was fed up, bro. And it was just him. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about that video. GTG, the family's always is love, and we out.